hear and the song remains that you don't know me anymore. No, baby, you don't know me anymore. Pain through the years has taken its toll on me. Wrinkled lines on my face are from the nightmares I still see. I found a four-leaf clover and a tender lover, and it's evident you see that you don't know me anymore. That you don't know me anymore.
And
Yeah.
my niche is that I will run one or I'll run a million. And you can't really find that anywhere where somebody can walk in and say, I just want 5 of these just because I'd like to give them to my family for
If
Christmas.
you want to run that whole thing and keep
So-
it for yourself, download you a copy, go for it or whatever. I know what kind of music you like to keep around or not, but it's similar with that kind of pick, and they got some good tunes on that whole album. It's real nice.
Mhm. I don't have the wherewithal with me with
At the
this
moment.
setup to make
Yeah.
a copy, except for the copy that I just made on the DVD.
I'm one of them poor boys from the hills, so I try to get stuff done however I can, and if part of it, I don't get done, I still look to try to finish it up some way. Now,
You get a lot of that around here.
I uploaded like 4 of my rock tunes up onto MySpace. I finally figured out how to get them done the other day, because I'm definitely not real literate on the computer yet, but I'm figuring out a button at a time.
It's fun, isn't it?
But I don't have no video to go with the songs, and it kind of would be better.
Well, bring your guitar here, is it next Friday?
Yeah, I've actually got it booked tomorrow evening again. I'm going to be doing an interview with another gentleman after your show.
Okay, and you.
In fact, I got next 4 Fridays.
Am I
think.
supposed to be doing it or not?
If you're around, I asked Brother Chris. I didn't know what
Good.
you would be doing or not.
I have
so
taken a new job. and I have to go to work. Friday's my first night at work.
I planned on taking the editing class, but they had moved it lower further on down into September, so I'm still gonna have to have help for the first next 3 Fridays or something, just to make sure the tape plugged in and the camera's on.
Well, here's what I was going to tell you: bring your songs on a CD,
Right.
see, and put your songs play them on the DVD player, and put the camera on you. You can put 2 cameras on you, and sit here with your guitar in front of the blue screen. You can put anything on the background you want, or just be in front of the blue screen. You can do it in post production if you want to, and sit anywhere in the room you want to. Put the cameras on you, and play your CD back, and play along with it and sing, you know.
Once I get to figuring all that out, I'll be a madman to stop then.
And then you'll have, I'm saying, then you'll have videos to upload of your song. See, they'll have your song on there. Make the CD the loudest thing on the soundtrack, and your
Just mute the mic and lip sync to it.
yeah. Well, you can sing along with yourself. That'll probably be
These
all
are
right.
rock tunes, though, you know what I'm saying? One of them's called She's Walking Away, so the whole theme of the song is she's walking away, you know?
Right. You could.
And so it's going to show different girls walking away, you know, during the deal.
You could
and
have
it shows
them in
the
the-
guy thinking about, oh man, I wish I could have her. And then, you know,
You could
she's
have-
going
you
on
could
down
have
the
that going
sidewalk,
on-
that kind of thing.
You could have that going on in the background behind you.
Or
You could have
just ain't got
women
enough guts
walking
to
away
go
from
for it,
you.
or whatever the case is. Yeah,
That might be easy to get. You could go downtown with a video camera. You could go downtown.
Actually, it was one he didn't know at all. He was just wishing that something would happen. And yes.
I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go downtown and I'll follow you around with a video camera, and we'll just have you walk up to the best looking women you can find downtown, strange women, and walk up to them and say, hey baby, how about me and you? And then I'll video them walking away.
You reckon I should?
You'll get them at the hay.
Pardon? Do you reckon I should buy a cup first,
Well,
or a shin guard, or
a shin guard would be,
a catcher's deal?
a shin guard would be good.
Yeah.
Oh, listen.
Just now.
Well, see,
You and I have the same bad habit. My wife.
you and I have a very similar central nervous system, Randini.
She gets so mad at me for shaking my legs, man. I'm telling you.
I used to do that to the point it would just do it on its own.
Yeah,
It's
it's all
yeah.
right now. It's just doing something. I
No,
don't even
no,
think
it's a wonder that you and I aren't related. There's some. I mean, I'm serious. Well, I don't know. Are you from this area?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know how
You're
we,
not, so.
I don't know how we could.
but I've got family all over the place. I've got
Yeah.
family from Wilmington all the way to Tennessee, down into Alabama and Louisiana.
It's shooting.
Oh, and I've not put in. What
Oh
kind
my
of tea, What kind
gosh.
of tea shall we have now?
I'm finished. I'm going to be leaving here
Well,
in
I
just
know,
a few
but-
minutes.
okay.
So don't do any smoky unless you just want smoke.
No. Here, put
Do
that.
your
put
little
that,
flower.
Put that tea ball back in the smoky pot, and I'm gonna put some of this in there, and I'll put the rest of it into a floral pot, and we'll have
Can it just
that.
drop in, or is it supposed to?
It's supposed to do that, but I don't see a
What's that?
hook
know
on
if I
it.
should drop it in there, or make sure
The
the
hook's
chain
not
was
There's no
busted
hook.
off. The hook is busted.
I need to get one of those,
Hey,
actually.
give me a break. The hook's busted. All right.
I just
all
want
right.
to get one.
And yeah, I guess he probably wants it. You ain't got no flowers in here.
That's a cool
I got some coming.
Oh, you're separating the flowers from the tea now, huh?
Is that what that's?
Is that what you're doing?
No. Just take that out.
That's what that's for, though, isn't it? To separate the flowers. That's to steep the tea, isn't it?
Just
I see what it is now.
That's what if you
Yeah.
put loose tea in.
It's a bit
That's
loose
to
tea in
have
it.
iced tea.
Yeah. Iced tea, yeah. That stuff would be, that smoky
It's like
tea
an
would
ice
be
cream
good.
I'm thinking it's great that they have factories that can make
Not
that
two
stuff.
of 'em,
That
surely
glass
not.
blower guy would be
3
real
of 'em?
tired trying to make that.
No.
He's doing it up big style.
Man. You're just going all out, aren't you? It's just a special
Don't those
occasion.
things get
They do. And they're sickening. Don't let him talk you into drinking it.
Oh, you don't like them?
Oh, not too.
They look
Well,
they
every
look
time
you
they
get
look
close
like
to me
little
with that, you-
mushrooms, kinda.
Is that what they are, mushrooms?
No, those little.
Have you ever had any mushroom tea? If you would, please set that back over
Actually,
there.
I don't eat mushrooms. When I was a kid, my mother said they were poisonous, and that's what
The
I
other one's
thought
over
my
there.
whole life.
What do you want me to do with it?
Sit it down.
That's that.
Put it where
That's
the
that
camera
other
can
tea
see
you
it.
had. That's
Oh,
the,
for heaven's sake.
Somewhere.
All right.
That's-
God, see, I told you. Every time you do that, you get me.
That's the jasmine, isn't it?
Right, and that's the dangerous part. See, and we're not allowed to cuss. Now, if you want to put the lid back, oh, there's that.
Yeah, he done well not to there.
Oh yeah, it would have came right
Especially
out.
since my arm was on fire.
Yeah.
Boiling away. Look at that growth. Do not. Whatever
Just
you
see
do.
if you're at McDonald's, you could sue now.
Do you like that tea?
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
Do you like that tea?
I didn't
that is
really like
crazy.
it, but I didn't dislike
You
it.
see that
Since
box
I've
there,
been
the
going
sugar
through this
box?
cancer thing, I'm
Hand me the
thinking
sugar
anything I
box,
can
please.
try may be good.
Well, that's probably. Oh well, she just
Please,
broke your
I'm
teapot.
sorry.
I hope not.
Here, where we need to put that.
Yeah, let's put it upside down somewhere.
Now look.
Good idea. Whoa. It's got a little hovercraft that came
I
out of it.
would not drink
Look
that
at
tea.
that.
Now
I
they're all
tried it.
coming
Look
out.
at that. Look at that. Look at that. We need a camera on that, don't we?
You need to do time lapse.
It looks like a sea
That was
You want
urchin.
to do some time lapse? Get Ralph Roberts up here, and he's the master of time
Time
lapse.
lapse. It looks like a
I'm
sea
telling you,
urchin
son, he's
It's
that
not
ate
a
a
sea urchin,
dandelion.
it's a tea urchin.
Tea urchin. I like that. A tea urchin.
That ate a dandelion. That regurgitated
Oh my god,
out.
it's just like they just pop out. That's weird. I never seen it do that before. Kind of looks like a little corn cob.
Well, the tea urchin's still alive. We'll
Surely
get
you
him
guys don't like
around.
that tea. Though.
I've never
that's
seen the
just-
floaties
ugh.
before. I've seen the little blooming flower at the bottom.
Yeah, I
The little
didn't- I
floating
don't remember
devices
the
that come
other.
out. There's
And then
like-
that red tea you brought in here that time.
Maybe they
Oh,
that was large.
pick some of them before they flower. And
That
then
was
some
sent to us
after
by
that.
They just like
by-
float out.
Yeah.
That was sent to us by somebody that wanted to kill us, I think.
Look, 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 look. There it is. It's moved. See, it moved on the TV set.
It's a fast-growing
We've got one more to come.
garden.
See,
There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Boom, boom. There. Yeah, da-da-da.
Yay.
10 points.
Now you're gonna have to slow that down at
Goes.
some point in
Here it
time,
goes.
and it'll just go.
I'm still hurt that nobody put my face on that little train of yours
Oh, yeah.
during
I
the
think that was done
during
before
your
your time.
420.
We're
Yeah.
trying not to scare nobody off.
Well, I've
Come
done
on.
2 shows. Actually, somebody called and said they liked it. So
Well, we're trying to not scare anybody.
It's amazing what people like, ain't it?
yeah, it really is. Yeah, I used to think that myself when I was over there singing in Tennessee.
Well, y'all need to scrunch up to the table some to, I don't know how to tell you this, but Randini is.
I don't know if I
You want
can.
us to get closer?
I don't know if I can
I had you on camera before.
wish with my own
What happened to you?
power.
All right. I don't know what happened, but I'm on camera now.
Yeah, you gotta hang around. You ain't been here in what, 2 months, 3
About
months?
it. Yeah.
What they been talking about you?
I know.
It's like lamenting over you being gone every week. You know, it's like
Well, he got to be a bit of a regular. He
it-
was here every week for a while because.
It got to downright crying, I reckon.
No, we didn't cry.
1 or 2 more shows and it would have been.
It'd have been over with, man. They'd have been floating out of here. But it's good to be appreciated because I
about
appreciate
cried when he
every
brought
single.
that in the other
Hydraulic
day,
chair.
man.
I
tell
appreciate
you.
every single one of them too. I really do. I tell you what, I don't know what we'd do without John and Dave Dean and Richard and Jonathan and Kurt and Pat and all them people.
All those cool people.
But it's good to be missed. I don't think we wouldn't miss you if you were gone on a hiatus for 2 or 3
But you
months.
came back with a bang.
I did.
You did. You came back and hardly
You made up.
hardly
for it.
turned around twice till you got us a streaming thing first. That's
I wish I was there to
AshevilleTV.net.
watch it.
That's
I was-
www.AshevilleTV.net.
I wish I was there to actually do it on my computer to watch.
Right.
Oh, I'm excited now. I got
I
a
wish
new
you were
monitor
too.
yesterday. I can watch it
Oh yeah.
a little bigger than I would have.
But it looks better. Currently, it looks better if you watch it on.
You still
cable
doing
TV.
till 7 o'clock or? 6?
Yeah, today.
Yeah, all
we
I
got
was
till
trying to do
7.
was get the feet up.
Oh, I'm
What
just
time do you
scooting
leave?
on
You're
the house
supposed to
and
be
trying to
Richards.
pull this.
I'm no 6:30. I'm leaving here in 10 minutes.
And y'all are gonna go do an interview
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah.
Is it a secret
I
who you're
was told to
interviewing?
keep it a secret.
All right.
by
Okay.
Richard.
All right. As long as it's not
Richard.
Mum Power again. Okay. Is it really?
Yes.
Honest to God.
Yes.
I need to go. I need to be on that one, don't I? Well, that's good. Hey, does he know what he's in for?
Nah.
I bet he gets a phone call.
I don't know,
show.
but Richard's exact words were, he's going to answer my questions, or I'll be sitting in Buckingham County Jail.
Well,
That was Richard's exact words. I'm going to hold Richard to it.
Well, look here.
Are we
He's going to
behind
answer
the
your questions
But
or
remember-
Richard's?
I'm behind.
Just
the camera.
remember, he
Richard.
is a congressman.
Richard.
He's due his respect. So look, the thing that really bothers me about TV is when they ask him a question, they don't let a congressman finish his answer. Whether it's rattling on or not, let the man finish first. Will you? If you ask him a question.
Do
Just
me a
let-
favor. Turn that alien head around so it looks at that camera.
Oh, he was watching the T.
Oh, okay.
That's something they'll never be able to do on this planet. Just have Jasmine T.
That's right. Okay, now, boy, I don't know why y'all didn't just arrange for him to come to tea.
Well, I mean, it's a secret, so
Okay.
it's not now. That he said congressman.
Well, Dennis Kucinich may walk in the door.
That's right.
But yeah, it's a secret
Okay.
until it airs.
There's- How many congressmen is in the
Well,
United States?
Well, y'all be
That's a lot.
Y'all be
Yeah, it
good.
could be
y'all,
from
y'all be
Florida.
good.
Yeah, it
y'all
could
be
be.
fair. Y'all be good and y'all be fair because I have been told. Now, it was something I didn't know about it, but I have been told that the man has done some good things. Okay, so
Yeah, I mean, I
Well,
guess
he
be
does.
aware. They all do
Huh?
good
He
things.
does. See, I mean,
You know.
Okay.
But
Good.
there's a lot more he could have done. He's just, he's still a junior person.
We're not
and
supposed to be talking like we know who he is.
Right.
well, he sends me mail to my box. I can talk about it.
Well, how do
I haven't mentioned his name.
How do you know who he is,
that's
though?
Barack Obama.
Because I'm a mind reader. America's only. I'm the only person that escaped
Soil-
from a think tank.
Soil
Okay.
and water mind reader. Soil and water mind reader from the mind reader from the soil and water think tank, right?
Hey, Jonathan, there's tea back here.
He cares about the vets.
It's time.
Yeah.
That's a
that's
good,
good.
general statement,
That-
right?
That's real good
And-
statement.
And
Charles Taylor, just
this person may or may not have helped me, and I'm
Did
gonna
he?
say have helped me
Mm-hmm. Good.
personally. So
Okay.
whatever he may or may not have done, this person that we know that we don't know who we're talking about, but
Y'all
we
to
really
ask
do.
Richard, can you go along?
I'm just probably for a security reason.
Yeah.
So and he's do that.
Maybe that's why I couldn't get this person to come to my tea party when I
I
tried.
just wanted an autograph. You wanted an autograph. Just
I didn't want an autograph.
Yes, you're a big football fan. You just wanted an
I
autograph.
don't give a.
You just wanted a Heat Sheila's
I
autograph.
couldn't.
UT.
Oops.
Oh well.
Richard can't be watching this now. He's got to be on. He's got to be on his way to the interview. So
He's gonna be mad. He's gonna be so mad when he gets.
I'll tell you what though, now really though, in all seriousness about that particular race, he better be on his balls because we both, all of us in this room, know Doctor the other feller don't
Plum
want.
Power.
Well,
I
I
ain't
was trying
voting
not to
for him.
mention nobody's name.
I ain't voting for him. Mum Power. Mum Power is on my.
Oh, and so is Heath Schuler because he wouldn't come to your tea party.
Yeah, but
The other day he was mad. Last week you told me you said I don't give a rat's butt about any of them because you said Heath
But
Schuler
that's
won't
not.
give me time of day.
But he's not out. He's not trying to trying to persecute potheads.
Well, all
I
the
won't have-
potheads
I
need to
won't
do
have-
is just move west. It's legal in 11
yeah.
states. Find a doctor that don't really care.
Oh yeah,
and get a
right.
car.
Really,
You
that's
can't
really
even grow
something to sell. Oh well, you don't like it. Just move across the country.
Well, yeah.
Just move your world to somewhere else.
That's what they want us
That's
all to
right.
do. That's what they want
Yeah,
them all
Just
to do.
move your world to somewhere else. And there's smoky tea over here in this one. So there's some of both.
It's a lot better.
I'm gonna try the smoky tea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
This is
see,
good
it's
tea,
still
though.
too big a part of
Really
their income
Try
level
some of
around
both.
here.
Oh, it may
the
not
only
steep
reason
enough
it's
yet.
illegal is because they
May
know
still be too
people
weak,
will
man.
use it and they can get an income
Thanks,
to
sir.
keep the courthouse going. That's what it's for.
I want to keep the courthouse
They
going.
don't want to decriminalize it.
It just pays for cops to kick bums.
That's
we
it.
don't need any cop kicking
We
bums.
don't need any cop kicking bums.
Well, yeah.
I'm telling you, I should have just got out and kicked him in the leg.
No, we don't have enough cop kicking bums. What we don't need anymore is bum kicking cops.
That's right.
Yeah, there you go.
What did I say? Cop kicking bum. Bum kicking. Well, whatever. You know what I mean.
They all need to stop kicking.
Bum kicking cops.
This ain't no judo convention.
Kicking. Kicking
I'll probably get a
chicken.
stupid
That's what I
ticket
was
now when I
gonna
leave here.
Chicken kicking.
I'm
Not
pretty
leaving
well.
till
I
midnight.
try not
Hey,
to be a
easy on that
problem
chicken
for the
kicking.
lawman to have to even
I'm
say
the
anything
defender
to
of
me.
the
But now
chickens.
they got me riled a few years ago when they was up yonder picking on them little old ladies up there. And I don't care
Oh,
what badges
the-
they're
The
wearing,
silent crew.
The
but when they go to arresting little black ladies in black dresses standing on the corner ain't doing nothing but mourning,
Just standing there.
that's
And-
just going
right,
too
and there's a-
far. And I hope you burn it in Hades.
right.
For arresting
Was
them.
that the most
I hope
ridiculous
all
thing
of
you
you-
ever saw in your
Anybody
life?
had a part of that needs to be smacked upside the head.
I know. Grant.
Cops, judges, DAs, anybody that had anything to do with it, you need to be smacked upside the head for that.
I know a grandmother that was up there that was part of that. That she's.
It's terrible.
She's the grandmother to two of my friends.
Land of the free, where'd that go? You people made it look like Russia over there that day.
They need to
I'm
have something.
saying
Do you
that.
want to know what the law? They ought to have laws that just plain make sense, and that is like you don't mess with grandma.
Right.
All right. I mean, who's how?
Yeah.
What
Oh, that
cop?
made
What
me
cop
sick.
has the audacity to arrest grandma?
Well,
You know what I'm saying?
I've known some cops that's
And
even
the
stated
first-
to me that they would arrest their mother if they had to.
Yeah, that's because they was worthless too.
Yes, that's right.
You know what? Them women, some of them ladies is what in their 70s and 80s. Some of them, you know, they've lived through 3, 4, 5, 6 wars, all kinds of stuff. Any old dumb man in the world could start getting going. They've lived through it. They've seen through it, and you shouldn't touch them, and you should never arrest them.
That's right. That's right. Because they've seen enough of life.
Shame on
And they-
all of you.
And they know something about what life is about, and you should just step back and learn something from them.
Yeah.
How's that for not cussing them, but getting to the
See,
point?
you understand what
I
I,
do.
yeah, and that's what that's how I feel about things, and that's what's gone out the window in our whole society, and darn if it doesn't frustrate me to.
There's so many rules in America now that it's
God bless that
It's
lady
hard to
over
follow
there at the
any of
tree too.
Yeah,
it's hard to follow any of them. I don't know if she'd want God to bless her, but
she doesn't matter. Some good blessing is always
Yes.
good. Pat, would you here, Jonathan? Would you?
Well, God
pour
blessed
that
me with
in
3
here?
years extra life after lung cancer. And when I shook her hand yesterday, I guess the blessing just jolted on into her
There you
whether
go.
she needed it or
there you
not.
go.
Yeah.
But she's doing a good thing. That's what we call civil.
Well,
That's
you know,
what we're allowed in the
need to go
Constitution.
back
We're
to
allowed that civil type of what she's doing. It's
Well, they need to go back to
it's
people like
making
Wanda
a point.
Green that actually suggested that they sell the land in the first place, the land that should have never been sold.
Listen,
Really?
You know what I mean? That land should have never been sold.
them people don't need to be on our board no more.
That's right.
That's right.
So that's
It's
right.
a shame that one of them's
Just
got to stay.
take
but
'em out
all of them need
completely.
to go.
Like to just see them all go. Now, unlike a lot of
It's
other
the
bad
people,
cancer.
It's
just
the
remove it.
continual train of what's that in the Constitution? The continual train of injustice and stuff. See, it's just been a continual train of it. If it wasn't the zoning,
Exactly.
it was they're spending 200,000 extra on some other study, or if it wasn't that, then they're picking on grannies. If it ain't that, they're shooting dogs that's on chains. They're busting into people's houses because they're flying the flag the way they didn't like. This isn't. This,
and then it's been chipping away at it, and chipping away at it till now they're going at it wholesale. They're just
Yeah.
bringing in the.
And then that
Can I
poor
do a
family-
filibuster right here and now?
they quit chipping away at it. Now they started bringing in the bulldozers and they're bulldozing it instead of chipping away at it. They're bulldozing away at freedom now.
Look,
Yeah.
God bless them for what little bit of good they do, but their good is not outweighed now
They're
by
so
all the bad that they've done
There's
to
so
the
much
people.
corruption now, man. It's going to be hard to get rid of it.
I'm telling you, give
But
them
we
all
gotta
a fair
start right
trial
here.
and hang them. You know, that's the way
Start right
Dirty
here.
Harry or Clint Eastwood would have done it, right? Give them a fair trial and hang them.
right. Give them a fair That's what you said last time you were on here, and
I've
I
already had a
amen
fair
to it.
trial. Just go ahead and hang it.
And I amen to
Well,
it. That's
yeah,
it.
all us people in the county knows they've been sober.
Yeah.
We know it. We don't need the judge to tell them they done wrong. We already knew it. Thank you very much.
About to haul them all downtown to the courthouse, give them a fair trial, and hang them.
Yeah.
Are we still live?
Breathe. Yeah. Hey,
You can have my seat, man. I'm
I haven't
gonna
seen
go.
you in a long time too. Pull up, get a chair over yonder. Put
He
it
can have my
Oh,
chair.
all right,
I
we're
gotta
gonna
go,
lose
man.
I
Randy.
just want to make sure that the shirt gets a moment. All right, there we go.
Go stand in front of the camera with it. Here, wait a minute. I'm gonna put on.
Hey, man, how you
go
doing?
stand in front of
Good.
that.
How about
camera.
yourself, Randy?
Doing good.
Go stand in
Good
front of
to see
that camera right there. Get as close as you can to that camera with it. See, da da da. Get it right up there. What
There
does
you
it
go.
say?
Negative message.
All right. All right. Come on in.
See you guys, everyone else.
Bye bye, Randy. We love you. Please come back to
And,
tea soon, and thank you so
Yeah,
much.
I'll
for-
be back next week.
So I didn't ever. Let me finish telling you what I told. I emailed Joe, and I told him
With
I
a
said,
positive
look at this
response.
www.net thing, and he said
I'm hoping.
he emailed me back, and he said
In the end, I'm
he says,
hoping.
Where is that coming from? He says I was unaware that any official
Kings of
site
Prussia episode.
was up and streaming. Is this streaming? You know, what is this? And I was unaware, and I said, me and Randini did that, and I said, mostly Randini. I said, I egged him on.
This
I take
is,
credit for it as having egged you on.
in fact, the very
I
first
egged you on
attempt
to make you do it.
on the part of
Which
me and
did.
Ben
I
to
really
create a
am.
t-shirt label.
Do it, Randy. I egged you on, you did it.
And finally, I just said, well, I'll just do it then.
Oh, it's your own
Had
t-shirt
it been
label.
fun, though?
Yeah.
I think,
Yes.
and it's just starting to
Well,
make
there you
waves.
go.
It'll be
With one t-shirt so
'cause
far.
It's my theory that everybody in the world
Yes, but we have
wants to
plans.
see what's going on
So
in
what is it?
Nashville.
It's supposed to
I
be
know
like
everybody in America
or like a
does
t-shirt
because
company, or
Asheville's the
Yes, we're
happiest
gonna try
city
and
in
basically
America.
try and
And
start our
everybody
own.
wants to see why
Just short
that.
of
T-shirt
San
company.
Francisco.
Everybody
take
wants to
the
see why that is.
Branded
Yeah,
label
so-
response,
so
sort of
have to
angle
watch
all
launches
because
kind
of
of
you.
thing.
As long as you
Yeah,
got
and
a
you-
salesperson
and
that's
him.
going out knocking on doors, you'll make it. If you don't, just forget it now.
That salesperson would in fact be me.
Well, you got a lot of knocking.
I know.
A lot of wheeling and dealing to them shirts.
Yes.
My brother owned a t-shirt shop here and in Branson. And had a 15 head embroidery machine that nobody knew nothing about. And I read the book and turned it on the next day and started sewing.
Nice.
What's the last one?
Okay.
It really does smell like smoke.
It tastes like
Uncon-
it's like a
Unstable,
campfire.
uncivilized, unconcerned.
Unconcerned.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So tell.
Negative message. It's all going to be cynical stuff.
You ever
Nothing
looked up the
positive.
word Joe Nabonon?
Oh,
Nothing
these are,
cheerful.
these are going to be your. This is advertising your new
Nabonon.
Yeah,
t-shirt.
the label
Sounds-
itself is actually going
the
to
way
call it
it
negative
sounds.
message.
Negative message.
Yes.
Negative message. Did I tell you I used to do punk rock T-shirts, and so I advertised in Maximum Rock and Roll, and so you have like a outline of a T-shirt, you know, and it says you're horrible.
I think the half and half is a little
You're-
bit old.
Huh?
I think the half and half is a little bit old.
Throw it away. Throw it away. I have more.
Okay.
Okay, throw your tea away. Important there. It says put your horrible graphic here. You know, your antisocial slogan goes here. All right.
That's exactly what we're gonna try.
Okay. Now, do you know?
Nothing cheerful, nothing-
Do you know
nothing
what today is?
Today is actually the day that I once again quit my job.
Oh, and I was just getting ready to say, don't quit your job till I come by a suit jacket and some stuff from you in extra large tall to size.
Actually, I got some stuff for you.
Is it hanging on the rack in the store or where?
No, it's like in a bag in the back seat of my car, I believe.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well, let me tell you about this. Okay,
Okay.
today is the first day. Look at that camera and
Yeah.
wave. This is the first day that the Tea Party is going out live, not even just coast to coast, but all over the entire world.
It's up and running
It is going
webcast.
through the entire
So
world.
this is the Tea Party International.
Well, it's pirated that way right now, kind of.
Tea Party
Nice.
heard round the world.
now it's gonna.
So
I'll
you're-
take that and rinse the cup out too. If
So
you
he
like.
needs a job, folks.
It's
If you're
scalding.
in the world
You know, I'm
and you
not
need
that
a
worried
good
about it.
man,
I poured it all out. I'm good.
All right, I'm gonna go.
That stuff is tasting a little bit cheesy though.
I believe you. I believe I
So-
was suspicious of it. I was.
which country in the world would you like to work in? Since you just left your other job,
Which country?
and since we're going around worldwide
Yes,
live
say,
broadcast
I'm
right
for
now,
hire.
apply for a job. If you need a good man from America who knows what he's doing, just give him a call. or visit us
And I
at
saw-
urtv.org.
I start my new job.
We'll get him a
tomorrow.
message.
What's your new job?
Doing sound in a little blues club.
Nice. What's the club?
Everything's
right.
a secret here today, man.
That's been the
like
question
somebody's-
of the hour. And the answer is
Well, we all want to go to the club, and he can't tell us what club it
He's
is.
like, I don't know.
We know it's by the orange peel.
Does he know where it is?
Yeah, he knows
Near
where it
the
is.
All
orange
right.
He knows where it is. He just doesn't know
Good
what
enough.
it's called, right?
I think it might be that place that I pointed into that day when we were over going to.
I think I've heard
the
of this
reggae
place.
djembe
No, I
show.
guess I'm gonna have to
That
check
place
this
that
place
I was
out
trying
now.
to bop into that had food, but then we didn't go over there. I think it's that place.
Well, that's
Oh,
excellent.
next to Mamacita's?
Right on the other side of Orange Peel, over by that
Next to
hardware
Mamacita's.
store.
Yeah,
that
JJ
should
was
be a
telling me a
club.
story. He was hanging out there with a friend of his who's like a big burly black guy, and they walked up and just offered the big burly black guy a job as a bouncer. I went, "Oh, come work for us for a bouncer." He's like, "No, I got a better paying job already."
I use
Here's
my brain.
fresh.
Yay.
So,
Well, that's excellent.
But it's
Happy to
amazing how other people still involve themselves in stereotyping. You know, those big burly black guys always being bouncers, or the big burly white guys being bouncers.
yeah,
I remember when they were having the Tough Men contest here, you know, some time back.
yeah,
My cousin Leroy Lunsford, he was like a 7'2" cop.
yeah.
He went and entered that thing, and some little guy named Slidell was about 5'2", hit him with
Popped
three
him.
karate chops
Bam!
right in the rib, and Leroy went down like, what was that guy in the Bible?
Yeah.
He hurt him bad.
Goliath.
It don't take a big man to do no bouncing, it just takes a smart one.
Uh-huh.
Well, it's funny because
Goliath.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
You put that in your tea saucer.
Oh, well.
I had a buddy of mine from high school, and my best friends in high school
what
was an
happens when
enormous
you start
black
getting-
guy.
Yeah.
And
noodles
the
are
funny
fried.
thing is, he actually worked jobs as bouncers. I mean, they hired him on the spot just because he was an enormously huge black dude.
Can't even make a
But he
mistake
didn't
on
actually
TV.
have. He was glad that he never actually had to come down to like any kind of violence thing because he doesn't have the personality for it at all. I mean, he's just one of the nicest guys you'll meet.
But it was intimidating to look at.
He's and he can do the really low voice kind of thing and everything like that. And you know, can give off an air, you know, which 90% of the people just ain't gonna mess with this guy just because.
Well, they need
And I know
they
it's-
need a bouncer like Mr. Miyagi, you know, because he's the way he
Yeah,
does
the
handle
really
stuff.
unintimidating, like-
just grab your thumb
Yeah.
and throw you out the door.
Doesn't look like anything, but he'll, you know, wipe the floor with you in half a second.
Fighting no good. Somebody always getting hurt.
That's right. That's right. Just grab him by the thumb
Yeah.
and toss him out the door.
Actually, that's one of the best moves you can do on somebody. It's a real big, heavy guy, and you can do it with something as simple as a pencil. Just pull back on that thumb. And the biggest man in the world will go down to his knees crying. Yeah.
Well, I once went with a friend of mine who he may watch. He's moved to Asheville now, so he could be watching the tea. Oh, no matter where they live, they could be watching the Tea Party today. We are
International. man.
international.
Just
Yes,
go ahead and
the
say
Mad
it.
Scientist International Tea Party, or the Mad Scientist Tea Party International.
I wish I knew. I could think of somebody I could call and be like, get on the internet right now.
Yeah, you know somebody like in Australia or
I don't know people in Boston.
You got a MySpace page?
well post
Plug
it,
it.
post it to you can post it on my.
I'll start advertising.
Plug it. Plug it. International plug from MySpace page.
Between MySpace posts
I've been
and
kind of
and,
plugging for all the
and-
shows in the past.
and between MySpace posts and what do you call it? Emailing people and stuff like that. I sent out about 300 emails before I left the house today, telling people to watch the show.
Nice.
All over the country, all over the world.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm trained to TV's on 20 every Thursday about noon.
Yeah.
I watch some of the other shows that come along too, and I
Some
leave
good
it on after that. I've got 2 or 3 TVs in the house. One's always on 20 just to get the ratings.
Uh-huh. One of we have a lot of good stuff on at night. The nighttime stuff is really good. You didn't know that we were on the net now?
I'd heard much talk that it was taking a while, and so go boom. I
I'm
mean, I've
surprised I
been
didn't
working,
hear
so
about
you know,
it.
I've been out of the loop lately.
Actually, that
Here I am.
equipment came in last week. I seen them unloaded over here. Some big
Also,
That's
I-
excellent, though. And tonight, international, this Thursday at 11 p.m., Mount Dungeon with the train wrecks.
Actually, I
That'll
was
be cool.
actually
Yeah.
I was gonna. That's tonight.
It's tonight.
Yeah. I was gonna say y'all didn't do the Sex Patriots, did you?
No,
Okay, that didn't happen. I didn't think that
didn't happen. Probably not going to happen this Saturday either. Ben still hasn't heard back from him, and you know we already just decided to go ahead and do T-shirt designs instead.
Yeah,
That's
good.
what we're going to do Saturday. So
Great.
yeah, did not happen. I helped John do some Pleasure Saucer. I mic'd a performance artist doing a little show, but you know, that's what I did Saturday.
I'm trying to be the new sound man. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf. I have to be the sound man that does not yell at the musicians. I do not yell at musicians. It's not good to yell at musicians, is it?
Yeah.
See?
Well, if the
Unless
music,
they really deserve it.
No, that's the producer's job.
yeah,
Now it's hard sometimes to
or the
have,
manager.
or it's hard to have, or the manager. It's hard sometimes to find a producer who's technically savvy enough to know when it's time to yell at the band.
I found a different way to yell at the band when they were all going crazy and out of line. I just unplug them.
Do you? Oh, you walk around and yank their cord?
Yeah, whichever one's being the jerk, he's the one who gets cut off.
Oh yeah, they love you, don't they?
Yeah, Judge Jeff. Judge Jeff.
Judge Jeff.
Well, you're either a musician if you're not, you know. And if you are, then when you get on stage or you're any place where you pick that instrument up, you're fixing to do something, you should be thinking you're on stage in front of 10,000 people. And if you're not ready, don't pick it up.
Well, listen to this. I used to work at a club in Miami called The Image, and Frank Zappa and the original Mothers of Invention used to play our club a lot. As a matter of fact, they were the first act to ever play in our club. We opened with Frank Zappa.
You're not Moon's secret father, are you?
No,
from
I'm
that
not.
Backstage stuff or anything?
No, there was some backstage stuff, but I'm not Moon's secret father.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so, but one time Frank Zappa showed up with his band, and they all came loading in. And what did they have? Every member in the band had a Champ amp. Do you know what a Champ amp is?
A Champ amp.
It's a Fender Champ amplifier.
Oh yeah, I had one.
And it has what is it? A little 8-inch speaker in it, I think, and it's what about?
Just talking to the practice size.
It's a, what was it? 10 watt amp, something like that. It's just
Nothing big.
Okay, that's what he had every member of the band on a Champ amp, and he says that's what you can have right there. He says I'm not going to have people fighting over who's turning up too loud, and then this one will turn up, and then that one will turn up, and we're running 300 watts a piece, and nobody can hear nothing on stage.
And they just
He says so on tour. That's the only thing you can take with you is that Champ amp. And that kept his stage volume down. It was so easy to make his band sound great.
well, now, did they have output lines to run to the board that way,
no,
or
just
so
a-
they had the open mic, right?
Put a little microphone in front of the Champ amp.
Yeah.
So put on a little short stand right in front of the Champ amp.
I actually think there was a lot of better recording technique with doing that than some of the stuff we got direct feed stuff now.
That's what we did. We just stuck a little SM57. Actually, no, what? I'll take that back. It would have been
You know, it's funny because I remember one of the musicians we had on Mount Dungeon was talking about miking amps, and he says, "Yeah, I don't think it's really recording music if you're not recording like the sound wave."
No, there was
Yeah.
I've
That's
always
direct.
Yeah,
loved
he-
live
Two
as
clips.
opposed.
Yeah.
Crisp.
I've always loved live as opposed to recorded studio wise.
Well, that's what I'm going to start doing. Once I get comfortable with this little club I'm working in, I'm going to put a little system together to record the shows there, so that if someone has a real good performance, we'll have it recorded.
I think it's great, and some of the folks was doing stuff similar to that when they were using these big DVDs, and even they were selling them for $20 or $30. You can actually finance yourself into a good position in life just selling them a copy of their show.
Let me think.
You don't have to print it out.
Unidyne. They were
just it's in the system.
Unidynes. We put a little Shure Unidyne microphone.
I'm gonna fill out the paperwork for this bad boy.
You can't wait till the show's over.
I'll be back. I'm gonna be back.
Okay, you got a haircut too.
Not recently.
Okay, that was all when you started your job.
Yeah, well, I've cut it down a few times. It's been
Okay.
getting slightly
Well,
shaggier than it was.
let me change this.
But I'll be back.
Well, okay.
I'm gonna fill out.
See that you do.
Yeah, I hope to be
Gonna
able
hold it
to
to you.
get some musicians on my show. I've turned in for the series myself for this next 6 months.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna be doing different interviews and stuff. And the one I did while you were gone, I interviewed my mom, of course, and I was getting calls on that. It's running through this week.
What kind of calls did you get on that?
Good ones, actually. The first call I got was saying, "Man, that was a real good deal for just your second show," and
Yeah. Well, you know what
but it was an invitation for my next guest to come on, so he's going to be here with us tomorrow. Hopefully, Mr. Randy Crane. He's the pianist who was born with spina bifida, and he's going to kind of tell about his story in life and how he keeps smiling every day and playing piano.
Does he have some kind of a small keyboard or something that he can bring in with him, or
I
not?
asked him that on the phone, and he said he thought he had one, but he wasn't sure. I'm kind of don't want to be dictating how the interviews go. So if he wants to do more talking and less playing, I
Well, there'll be
would
no
prefer
playing.
to have him do a song.
It'll be no playing if he doesn't bring one because we don't have one here.
Yeah,
That's
and
something.
I'm not dragging that big organ from my front living room over here.
That'd be something that would be nice. Would be to have a piano, wouldn't it? But I don't know where we'd put it around here.
Well,
I reckon we could sit it back here in the corner somewhere. Or where could we put it?
actually, you can get a piano pretty cheap sometimes, and
I
they
know, but where would we
one,
put it?
especially right now. Well, if they could get an old stand-up one like the old-timey ones, still they don't
What if
just
we,
against
if
the
we,
wall in the big studio.
Well, what if we put it in this studio? Where would we put it?
I don't think you'd
There's
have
not-
enough room in here.
I don't think there's enough room in here.
I just got a keyboard that's like,
You could. I know if you could sit your keyboard on the
but
table.
it's like about this long and it probably sets back like this.
I need
wide,
to
so-
measure. I need to measure the height of
That'd
this
be like
table.
half
I'm building a new. I'm making a new rack full of equipment, and I've got the old wooden box. It's a wooden box. It was sold by Ampex, and it's an equipment rack. It's a box with the doors. It's what they used to haul equipment around in, and it was the box that held the preamps to the recorders that they recorded Woodstock on.
Awesome.
But I just have it as an empty box that I screw things into it and haul around. And I got it off a guy in New York and that had a sound company. But anyway, I'm gonna screw some things in it. I'm gonna put a rack together of some equipment. I put wheels on this thing last
Hey, can we
night.
play a game here? 27 3/8.
From the top or the bottom of the table? See, I'm looking at the bottom of the table.
I was looking at the top.
Okay.
There you
Well, to the top, to the bottom, the bottom of the board right here is 27 and a half, making
Oh.
the top 28 and a
Pretty
half. But you were off by a good
I was under though, right? Not over.
half inch or something, quarter inch.
I was
something.
under. That means I'd have won on that TV game show, right?
Where? Thank you.
Wow.
We want as many pretty girls seen wearing it as possible.
Wow, you something helps me out.
So
That rocks. You know I've made use of my Mount Dungeon shirt, so
yes.
that's
I
awesome.
wear extra large tall, but then you know that, don't you?
Well, it's
Yeah,
a
actually,
freaky
quite
world
honestly, we
out
don't
there.
have any we don't have any big enough for you right now.
That figures. Nobody ever had anything big enough for me.
So yes, things that looks like
I'm having
it'll
a
keep
good
you
day.
warm. Is
That's great. Are you gonna wear it?
Yeah.
Excellent.
Well,
Do I have to
you
go
can
for
wear it now.
now, do you have to be born
I
a
can
woman
put
to
it
get
on.
that?
Huh?
Do you have to be born a woman to get that?
Passing off as one now helps.
I'm happy.
I don't think it matters if you're born a woman.
No, I mean cross dressing is legal, right?
Uh-huh.
Well,
So
yeah.
give me one of them women's T-shirts, man.
If if you look
No sleeves, please.
if you look good enough, what's the matter? Where I was born?
Hey, and this is one of those wild worlds today. You know, you can be Jeff today and Phyllis tomorrow.
Now I'm gonna tell you another one too. Here you were talking
like
about
to
you got
stay
some
Phyllis.
good. You said you got some good comments from the interviewing of your mother, and
Changed my mind.
I've had comments from having you on the show here, and people say
Detrimental.
no, they say he's got a real good voice. They say he's got a real good announcing voice and stuff. He's got a and I say, oh, I thought he sounds like a hick, and they say, oh no, it's real deep. Oh, so it's not. It's they say you got a deep, very resonant
Yes,
voice.
and I'm gonna try to get the voiceover man's job. You know, he recently just passed away
Is that right?
yesterday.
Is that true? Or
Yeah, it's true. It was on TV. I'm trying to
movie
remember
guy?
the man's name. No, the voiceover guy
Don
that was all
Pardo.
known.
Don Pardo.
No, not Don Pardo. This is another feller. He's he was real popular. He's done it for 30 or 40 years. He was the guy, and it don't matter what channel you're watching. If you heard one of them,
Well, what did he say? Tell us a famous voice.
I can't remember, man. It's
He
just
did.
in the passing news. I've done 10,000 things since last night at 10.
Okay. Well, all right.
I'm freaking.
All right.
I'm having
Anyway,
to carry my bare aspirin with me in my pocket over here.
yeah, I don't know what the doctor gave you, but
It's not working.
yeah. You need to cut those in half. You
There's
know.
you a good song. So.
Yeah, I bet
Whatever it was,
You know, I
it ain't
think-
working.
I think you could cut those in half and still get a good night's sleep. What do you think?
Yeah, actually, those it was clonazepam, I think, or clonazepam.
Right.
Or
What
something.
color were they?
I think. I'm kind of losing my sight, but they look kind of yellow.
Okay.
About that big.
Yeah, I got little pink ones.
Was it like Clonopin or lorazepam? Or is it chlor? Is there really a chlorazepam?
It was
Chlor-
clonazepam.
Clonazepam.
Clonazepam, something like that.
They just really want to mess you
Okay.
up. They like
Well,
naming these things just to be funny.
Clonazepam.
You know, and the VA is the first in giving you
It's
the.
Klonopin. It's the same thing,
Oh, it's
but it's the generic of it.
And the VA's been good to me, but I also know in the past they've been known to be the first people to use those guinea pig type drugs. You never know why.
Yeah.
Listen, one
Yeah,
day
I'm all for
I had to take erythromycin as an antibiotic my whole life. Okay, it's well known all the way back since I was a little kid. So one day this doctor at the VA decides he's going to put me on this stuff called azithromax.